Knife lovers, I'm here with Eric Glasser from Spyderco. Yes. So
Hi.
glad. Yeah, hi, how are you? So glad you made the time for us to talk a bit
Thank you.
about the knives.
Yeah.
So what did you bring?
The knives here are new in our reveal. Do you want me to just start going through them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's start with the lightweight Era 2. It's probably the Paramilitary 2 is one of our more iconic pieces. It's a flagship knife. This is our 50th anniversary, as you might see on the booth
It's
behind us.
quite subtle. Yeah.
So it's very nice to hit in January with the Paramilitary 2 in a molded lightweight version. So this is already building, so we're going to be we're delivering already this week. So in anticipation, this comes with a deep pocket wire clip that is reversible. Um, the old one came with a stamp clip that was 4-way, so definitely a difference. For some people, I think they really like the deep pocket wire clip. It has an open construction. It has the compression lock.
Yeah, compression lock.
In that lightweight knife, it's very achieved, if you will, to be able to make this compression lock with the strength that we get out of this lightweight handle. So it's a very strong lock. It's very solid. It has very good action, so we're proud of the action. Solid close. The bidirectional texturing, the classic paramilitary BD1 end blade, but a lower, more affordable price and a lightweight package. So,
Yeah, really cool.
just keep rolling.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Please do.
All right. Let's see. So we'll have that in a black version as well. I guess I'll jump into the Sage 6. So this comes with a compression lock, but in the Sage series, we're highlighting different locks. And this is the 6th in that series. And with this one, we're highlighting Kevin Schmock and an innovation he helped with in the compression lock, the button compression. So it shows as a button, it releases as a button lock, but it has the strength and the other attributes of a compression lock. What makes this one really special is the Rex 121 blade, which is one of the best wear resistance knives we've ever produced as far as the blade steel. Incredible wear resistance. And then it has a burnt orange G10 peel ply, again, deep pocket wire clip, lanyard, open construction. This has 2 nested liners, so it's very rigid. Gives it a nice balance, that full flat grind. 3 inches. So it's a very ergonomic, very convenient, very good size to use for many things. So this is a regular production as well, as long as the steel is there. They're no longer producing this steel. Okay. And so we're going to use it as long as we can, and then it'll be gone. Yeah. And then the same with the steel on these. These are Chiefs. So this is made in the U.S. One hand open. This has a 4-way clip, bidirectional texturing, both back locks, G10, both a lightweight version. These are going to be coming in 15V, which is a collaboration with Sean Houston, which also has some of the best wear resistance of any steel we've ever produced.
Funny thing is, I got a sorry to interrupt you.
No, yeah.
I got sorry. I got a text from a regular customer of ours, Ruud, asking when we would have the 15V versions. He was like, "Can you ask for me?" I was like, "Yeah, of course."
Once you get to sharpen with these or cut with these, they're quite enjoyable. So yes, but having that said, again, the manufacturers of this are no longer going to be producing the steel, or at least not for a while. We don't know if indefinitely. And so we're going to get through these, and then after that, it might be gone for a while. So if you're really into some of these high grade wear resistant steels, definitely get in now.
Yeah. And how does the 15V rank in your personal top 5 steel types?
Ooh, top 5 steel types.
That's a huge question, but
it's a huge question. I'll try to keep it under a half hour. Really quickly, in the wear resistance, the best steels that we're testing right now are 15V, Maximet, which Maximet is also going to be sunsetted. Rex 121, K390, 110V. Those are probably some of the top 5 wear resistant steels. And of all those steels, the only one that's going to be rolling in the future for a little while might be the K390. But if you're looking for pure wear resistance, those are incredible grades. Now, when it comes to steels, I could go off about a dozen other steels as why I think they are absolutely wonderful steels, but I'm trying to keep it short.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Yes, awesome.
Right,
thank you.
So this is a UK, this is coming in Magna Cut, a great steel. I mean, I could talk about how much I love Magna Cut.
Yeah.
A highly corrosive steel. We make this for our salt series.
Yeah.
But this is a non-locker, so it's very nice to get that non-locking safe slip it action. So it's a, you know, you have a one hand open, a non-locker with a safety, and then a way to clip. But all comes in a non-locking folder that is highly rust resistant. Bi-directional Caribbean texture, G10 handle, deep pocket clip again. For us, this is a knife we've been making for years, highly developed, and we continue to constant quality improvement, CQI on it.
And do you sell this more overseas?
We sell it worldwide, but it is popular overseas. Mostly because of those knife laws. And so many of the laws in the world are just going more and more in that direction. For Spyderco, we make a wide variety for everybody.
Of course.
Another USA-made knife is the pink Little Natives. This is a knife we've had in the market for a little while, except it's coming in pink now with a black blade. These knives are incredibly thin for our knife and 2.5 inches. So if you're looking for a thin, strong 2.5 inch, that if you're looking for those measurements, for a lot of people, those measurements are important. This knife would be hard to beat. It fits the hand well. It's easy to carry, reversible clip, one hand open, left or right. Good self close. It's a great 2.5 inch folder.
And what do you think of the color?
I like the color.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I always have to defend myself, but I like it.
Yeah, I love the color. The other thing about our colors is that they pop. Like you can go look at different pinks and different plastics from all types of companies. And how well can you get that pink color to pop, like reds and oranges? We make orange rescue knives, and the orange really is bright and pops. And so, I love the pink. I think it looks great. So, okay. Especially, I like the black and pink.
Yeah.
Another combo I like is purple and black, which is some knives we do too. Okay, but we got me off on a tangent.
Which is good. I like that.
Okay. So you asked me about what I was excited about. I'm going to do a couple of those, but this one I'm very excited about. This is called the Charisma. This is a 3-inch knife, just under 3 inches. If you're looking at something comparable, like this is a paramilitary too, it's over 3 inches. But look at the blade comparison and look at how much edge you get for this knife. And so you get a lot of edge for this knife. But what's nice is it's so small. It's so thin. It's so light. It weighs less than an ounce. And so if you're going to take a knife and just kind of, you know, throw it in the shirt pocket or even in light wear shorts, you can take this knife with you almost anywhere less than an
hardly
ounce.
feel it.
It has a great self-close, which is something that I like because I like to throw it in my shorts if I go for a jog or something. And then it is a reversible clip. You can go left or right hand because it's accessible. With the back lock, it's secure. You can hear it lock, and it's a nice secure knife. If you're going to be holding a 3-inch knife that's this thin in your hand and cutting with it, you want a lock that's secure. And so we're very proud of what we achieved in such a lightweight, thin knife that still has something that you can be secure with. And so, the Charisma. Super excited about this one.
Nice.
Keep going?
Yeah, sure.
All right. This is a collaboration with Ed Shemp called the Retract. For a lot of people, this is, again, a nice combination. It has that kukri style blade, which a lot of people like for that deep cut in the back or that tip in the front. And then he has that negative blade angle, especially for that deep cut in the front. And so with the kukri style blade and that negative angle, that coffin shaped blade, the guard that you're not going to slide around on or you can choke up on, the bi-directional texturing, the lanyard hole. Again, Ed Shemp did another great design, and we've been working with him for decades. So very excited for the Retract. Full liners, open construction, balanced with the back spacer, screw together. I mean, again, a very nice piece by Ed Shemp.
I just a question popped into my mind. Every year you have the Spyderco meet in Amsterdam. How is that for you? Is it like does it feel like work, or is it just is it a vacation for you?
Oh, it's vacation for me. It's like going home. I've been going to the Netherlands now for over 30 years, almost every single year. I am enjoying going for the Amsterdam meet. I'll be doing it again this year. And it helps all of this. It helps with the innovation. I mean, I guess I could go on a tangent again for 30 minutes, but in the Netherlands, a lot of people speak English, which is really great. I can get a lot of feedback quickly. It's a very innovative, smart culture.
Thank you.
People, the laws kind of are okay. So I can bring in knives.
I agree.
I can talk about knives. I can leave with knives. Where a lot of other countries are cracking down harder. And so I like a little bit of that freedom. Don't get me into the politics, but I think it's important to be able to carry a pocket knife. And so going to the Netherlands is a wonderful place for Spyderco to help develop our product. And it has been for a very long time.
I've been once, I think 3 or 4 years ago. And what I really liked is that in the morning you go off on your product displays and stuff, and then in the afternoon everybody gets to see the products and feel them and write down their comments and stuff. Like, that's so refreshing for me. Like,
and then we show prototypes at shows like this, and we develop it with our customer base. You know, we work for the customer base ultimately. We try to sell reliable, high performance. You have to depend on these things. I mean, we take responsibility in what we're trying to bring to the market.
And the fun thing is, for customers, this is so valuable. I had this one customer who said, I went to the Spyderco meet and I had a few comments, and then later in the production model, I saw like his comments were like, actually, you did something with that.
Yes.
I thought that's so cool.
You have to listen. It's always a great thing. When I go to a meet like that, I usually bring about 80 knives. I try to keep it at about 80 because I can spend 15, 30 minutes on each one.
Each one.
So I have to try to look at them, narrow them down, get through in the morning so people know what we're talking about, and then we can have a feedback.
And do you have someone in the back who says,
So good times. If you have a chance, I would say try to be a part of a meet.
That's cool.
Okay, and so that's a lot of the new knives that we're revealing at this show as trying to get out in the very near future.
Cool. And we had Wouter visit our festival 2 times now. What a cool cat and what a fun human being. So I just want to do a quick shout out to Wouter.
I agree.
How are you, mate?
Mr. Blanc.
And I have a small gift for you as well. A Dutch gift.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's like the strobe bottle, but with a little more Dutch, even if it's possible.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So clever. Strudel waffle.
Stroop waffle.
Stroop waffle.
Stroop waffle.
Stroop waffle.
So, Eric, thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
And talking about the knives. And until next time.
Oh, thank you so much.